Hey everybody. So I want to share with you something that I came across recently in two different Etsy shops who were selling two different things. So I was looking at one shop and they were selling craft supplies. So they were selling like ribbon and tape, like washi tape, buttons, and so on. So they had a listing for buttons on their shop, and it was listing for six red buttons. And I looked at their photo that they had for this listing, and it was showing five red buttons. And I thought that's kind of weird. And the funny thing is right next to that listing was another listing for five red buttons, and they used the same photo, and the title was reflective of what was being shown in the image, which was five red buttons. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, yeah, this seller decided I'm just going to use the same photo. It doesn't really matter. I'm showing the red buttons. It doesn't matter what the quantity that's being shown in the picture, as long as people pay attention to what's being written. And I thought, no, you don't do that. Like, you don't have the option to just reuse a photo when what's being shown in the photo and what you're actually selling is not the same. Like, that's misleading. And I also came across the same thing when somebody was selling candles, and they were selling two 16-ounce candles, but in the pictures for this listing were two different size candles. So I was wondering, am I getting two 16-ounce candles, or am I getting what's being shown in the picture? And honestly, I would go based on what's going to be in the picture, because what we see when we are shopping online is usually what we expect, right? Even if it's the description might be saying something else, like you're showing, hey, this is what you're going to get. So you don't want to do that, because you are confusing your customer. You are potentially turning off customers and having them go away. And you're potentially opening yourself up to receiving bad reviews if they do buy from you, because they might say, hey, what was shown in the listing is not what I got, and they might not be very happy about that. And the beautiful thing is this is something you can easily avoid by making sure that what you're showing in your product photos is reflective of what's being shown in your product description, because you need to make sure they're both on the same page. I mean, yes, they should be on the same page literally, but you need to make sure that there's no opportunity for confusion or miscommunication to your customer. So, yeah, make sure. This is why it's so important to make sure you are making note of what you're photographing for each of your products, because you don't want to be like the seller and just reusing the same picture for other listings that are not true to what you're selling. So that's my tip for you today. Let me know in the comments if you come across this. I have noticed it more and more, and I'm just going, oh my God, this is not a good thing to do. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon.